So greetings, I'm Mr. Ngige, your technical drawing trainer. I would like us to uh, go through the basics of typical drawing setup. And once you have started a new drawing from scratch, it is a good thing to make the following settings before you begin to draw: the grid, snap, units, the limits, zoom all, setting layers, the Ltscale, and type textile and LWT. So we are going to draw a border and a title block using the setting limits as a guideline. So the grid, just go to you enter grid. I'm going to show you where, and the work of the grid is to place a patterns of dot on the screen at any spacing. So you can also put it, it's within a certain limit, so you select .25. I hope we are clear. So I'm taking you through this, then I show you a demonstration. So take a note that grid is for placing a dot. We shall see that. Then snap. The snap commands allows the cursor to move only in exact increments. So you type snap. I'm going to show you where. Then you type the limits .25. So it's like that of grid. Then the zoom all commands. We know what zoom is. It is used to display an objects within the drawing area. So you just type zoom, then press enter and all. So after you press enter, you press all. The unit command, this one by default is already set in my drawing. So we go to set limits, but for our case, the limits and the unit, we are going to get them from the format icon. But I would say of emphasis that when you're setting the limit is like setting the limits of the paper size. So here you just type, you set the lower as 00, and then the upper, depending on the paper that you are using, is 1711, depending. So that doesn't make us lose anything. Then you can set the Ltscale. LT means line type. We have checked on the L type and you said line type. When you talk about line type, is like the hidden, the dash, the phantom, the center. So then you press .7. So I hope we are clear. Then you can set the text style. So if you type style, there is a pop-up that comes and you select your own choice. And here we have text style like Times Roman and all that. So turn on LWT. So this is an icon that we need. I'm going to show you. It is in the status bar and is used to show line weights. So kindly now allow me to have the pleasure of taking you through the Autocad. We learn on the typical things that you should do, typical drawing setup. So allow me to have the pleasure of taking you through the card. So that's our card. So this is our LTW. Just you can click it. You can see it's now there. Then you have the snap. You can also click it. It is there. You have the grid. You can click it. It is there. You can see all that we are saying. Then I would also like maybe to say the following. Allow me now to pick the model paper. Yes, allow me to pick the model paper because of the screen recording. So you can have that kind of a paper. We can have that kind of a paper. So I hope everything is now clear. So what you haven't done is the zoom. So we can just type zoom. Then we have all, this all. Then you type all, enter. Then we can come to format. Then text style, there is a pop-up, then we can select our own style that we want. So we have Times Roman. Yes, that's better. Then you just click apply, then you close. Now I want us also to go to format again, and then we pick layer. So layer, so we had assigned, I'm going to show you how to assign a layer. So you just right click, new layer, then you can give it a name. So we can say object, or we say outline, then we can activate it. So we can call it then object. Let me just call it object, or we call it construction. Let's just call it construction. Then you can select the color. So let me pick red for this case, and I'm going just to demonstrate using this one. So I click, I can set it as my current. So I set current, then I say okay. Thank you. So we have it as our default. So allow me now to insert the table that we want. On this command type table, then enter. So we have it in red, the one that we said. Then we need 5 columns. If you need, for example, 2 columns, you can just say 2. Then the number of rows we want, we can just give it 4 for our case, so 2:4. Then we just click OK. So you can see it's telling us to specify where we want to insert it. Can you insert it there? Yes, that's good. So now what remains is to enter the texts. So we can come at the layer section, and we pick text, and we set it as our the text. We can come at format, layer. So we pick that one and we set it out as our set current. Then you say, oh, you can close it, then you pick it as okay. So we enter the text. The first thing is in a title block is the name. So you click specify opposite corner. So you can specify that one as the opposite corner. Then you say that. So it's pick a table cell. So that's the match we have done. At least we have inserted a table. So I'm going to show you next how to enter the text. But for now, allow me to show you how to save this. Go to File, then you go to a command called plot. Then after plotting, there is this pop-up. On the printer plotter, select Microsoft Print to PDF. Then you can have plot to file. We don't want that. We can now click the center. This one appears not to be working for now, but that's the case. Just click OK. So it's processing. So after processing, sure you will have a folder whereby you can store your working. So you just call it title table of title block. Yes, start. So you just then say save. So I managed to, it is saved. So I managed to take you through the typical setup of a technical drawing, and we have done the zooming, the snap, and what else that we have done also, we have been able to insert a table and also to save it. So kindly perform the following before our next class, and remember to watch, share, and also subscribe. So I've been your trainer, Mr. Ngige. I will be very happy to take you through our next video on how to enter text. So thank you very much. God bless.